Well, I decided to do an updated video on the 85 Isuzu pickup truck engine rebuild with the original motor. You see I have everything laid out now. It's going to be reassembled, all remanufactured, new parts. It looks like a big job, but it's not really. Not too bad. But this is the timing gear set that I have chosen to use. I'm going to use the Cloys cam sprocket, the Clevite crank sprocket, and the Beck Arnley chain made in Japan. And there's the part number. And this is an older part too, this Beck Arnley one. And there's the Clevite part number for that one. Now, you'll notice that this is the original chain. And you can see that the pins have been, they look peened, like somebody took a ball peen hammer and peened them, squished them down so that it won't come apart. Looks pretty clean. And that's exactly the way this chain is. Same chain. The new one. This is the melling set that I bought, that I told you that I wanted to use before. But if you look at the chain, it looks like rivets that were squished. And I think I've seen that before on bicycle chains. Don't remember seeing that technique done with a timing chain. Maybe you guys have. And here's the melling sprocket, brand new. Says S501 on it. Same sprocket. Same sprocket as this sprocket, this Clevite. This one doesn't have a number on it. It looks like somebody shaved it off lightly. But it is the same sprocket, and this is the old sprocket. Which says 501. And it has a date, 393 on it. So this one has a date on it. This has a date on it. A lot of these older aftermarket parts, they put manufacturing dates on it, which is pretty interesting. You know, they took a little extra time to date their parts. Nowadays, they don't do that with this stuff. This is the Melling sprocket, S500 family series. The difference between the Melling cam sprocket and the Cloys and the original one that I pulled off the motor is this hole, this center hole. I think this might have been used for maybe the earlier G180 7982, because they had it listed for the 7982, but in the description it was listing the 83 to 87 Isuzu pickups 1.9. But this is from a different engine, but it is the same sprocket. Maybe it's a G61 engine from the Impulse. It is the same sprocket family. This does go on. It will go on. If I can get it in that there, see, it does go on and fits on there, and it will work, but I don't want to use it. Notice the hole, just the center hole is a little bit bigger. You see that? This is a smaller hole, and it has a little bit more seating area to fit up against the end of the camshaft and sit flat. So there's a little bit more spread over the end of the camshaft. When you bolt it up against that camshaft, it's, you know, there's a little bit more meat, a little bit more meat on the seat there, resting up against the end of that camshaft. So I think the chain is the same. The crank sprocket is the same. It's just this sprocket a little bit different. So yeah, this is similar parts. They all will work, but obviously the sprocket's designed a little differently for whatever reason. One of the different engines in the family. This is the right one. Now we're going to check this, and I have a bolt here which is the exact same size. Fits on there perfectly. There's no slop. And we'll put the screwdriver in. See, did I align that right? There it is. Just put that in there like that. Hold on. Okay, we're back. So this Phillips screwdriver fits into the hole perfectly. And now you can check the teeth, make sure it's the same size sprocket, and it sure looks like the same sprocket to me. You can also look at the craftsmanship from the manufacturer and see how they shape the teeth. Some of these sprockets, they're more pointed, less rounded, but obviously, you know, this old one right here, obviously this old sprocket is more worn. teeth are more worn. The chain was riding up on the sides of it, and it kind of dulled it a little bit. Really dug in on the sides of the teeth, scraped it. So that one's a little more worn out. The teeth on this, you know, look a lot better. See how they're kind of squared? The teeth are squared on the end there. They're not chewed up or anything. But yeah, that's how you can check the sprockets and see if they match up in size. Make sure they have the right amount of teeth. This one has 38 teeth on it. And that's about it. So you can tell the difference between the older aftermarket parts and the newer ones. How they stamped them. The finish is a little bit different. This has feels really smooth, and you'll notice the lightning holes. Don't ask me why they call these lightning holes, but that's just what they named them. These are lightning holes, I guess, to lighten it up a little bit. I don't know. And I really like the chain. Notice the links are different. There's 2 links on here. They're kind of bronze, copper, bronze, kind of a bronze color. These links are so you can position the timing chain a certain way. I don't know why, but one side is the side with these links is supposed to face, I believe, inward towards the engine. I'm not sure exactly. I think I read that somewhere. But anyway, yeah, that's that. And I do have another sprocket. It is a Beck Arnley sprocket. And it is in a box somewhere. Oh, there it is right there. So there's the Beck Arnley sprocket. Part number 0250352. And now I think that's just the that's made in Japan. Now whether that's printed on the sprocket, this part, I don't know. Let's find out. Is there anything printed on it? No, I don't see anything. But there's no part number on this. That's strange. But this is the same sprocket. And this is a good sprocket too. I've always used Beck Arnley parts. And I like this part too. So that's about it. And I think that's about it for the video. And we're going to get going and start assembling this beast. And I have to put the crankshaft in. So I'm going to flip this over on this table. Put the bearings and crankshaft and caps on. Then I'm going to put the rear engine oil seal on, put the oil seal in, And then I'm going to put the engine stand bolted up, because it's kind of hard to get the oil seal on with this here. It probably could be done. I could probably get it in because the crankshaft's way down here, but I'm not going to do that this time. And that's all I got today. Hope you guys have a good day. Hope you had a good Mother's Day weekend, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.